Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Natalie. I'm coming to you live from Ashland, Oregon. And today I'm going to be speaking to you about the concept of being courage. I am courage. A fun, juicy topic. So I am a somatic intuitive healer and a spiritual mentor. And I specialize in helping people with developing your relationship with yourself and truly finding your inner joy by healing your inner child. And I'm speaking to you today about this topic of I am courage because I feel like it's one of those topics that at times it can feel really challenging to claim it, just to claim that you're courage, especially when maybe things are not altogether working out exactly the way you want them to, the way you imagine them to be. And maybe you have a definition in your mind of what you see as courage. And the more that I do this life, the more that I'm giving myself permission and I'm giving my clients permission to be able to say, hey, I don't live in a box. I don't have to follow anybody's rules. I get to redefine, hi Shauna, I get to redefine what courage truly means to me. So what does courage truly mean to you? Something to play with. Maybe it's not what you even expect it to mean to you. And for me, when I look at this word courage, it brings up a lot of all of our emotions, right? And it gives you that sense, that deep sense within yourself that like, oh wait, I get to actually start to pull apart these emotions, these sticky emotions that can sometimes feel like really trapped inside of our bodies, right? In our beings, that don't allow us to step into this courage because we get so stuck in our ways of thinking that like, gosh, like I feel anxious, I feel depressed, I feel this, I feel that, and I don't even know why I'm feeling these feelings. Do you ever feel that? Like you're like, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get why I'm feeling like this. Oh, I just did this incredible meditation and I'm still feeling like, I know it happens. It happens a lot, right? And we don't have to beat ourselves up about this. This is where we really get to step into our power and really own it. Like just because there are trapped emotions that are hanging out and standing inside of us and just kind of like just busting their way in and just, I'm just going to hang out here because you're not telling me to do anything. You're not telling me to leave. And so, I get to be who I want to be. When really we don't realize how powerful we are, that we get to do and live and be who we truly are without all of these visitors. So we can actually tell them, hey, this is not the time or place. This is not appropriate. This is not necessary for you to be here right now. Now, this takes an inner strength. This takes a deep, deep belief in yourself. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Elaine. It takes serious belief in yourself to know that you are so beyond capable of stepping into your I am presence, of stepping into that power that's so real, that's so authentic inside of you. So this is what I'm going to be teaching in my upcoming program that starts on a portal date, 11/11, called I Am Courage. And this really requires us to be able to step out of these programs. Hi, Danny. And to be able to say, hey, this is my joy, this is my gift. Like, I get to unwind from these programs. Like these programs don't have to run the show anymore. And I get to really start feeling what it's like to live in my essence, my truth, right? And as you live in your truth, you get to shut down those old ways of living in survival that like, I'm not actually in survival any longer. Now, who speaks in this way, But it takes a serious belief in yourself. It takes a willingness to never let go of you, to be that unstoppable force that is so beyond powerful. And maybe, it's funny, I just got off the phone with one of my greatest mentors and she was just saying to me, It's like if you went through an experience in your childhood where you were always trying to master everybody else's quote unquote problems, their challenges, and you were trying to be the one that was going to figure out everything, which was really, hi Jessica, hey Melissa, which is really way too big for you. Then as you get to become, an adult in this life, you still feel like you've got like this responsibility, but yet you don't feel like you can act, but actually this is not really my responsibility. And then and then that gets to be really tricky and really confusing inside of you, and it really pulls on you. And it makes you feel like really heavy. Can anybody relate? Give me a 1 if you can relate to this feeling of feeling like really heavy, feeling really stuck, because you feel like there's too much that you're responsible for, when really you're not. You're not. Unless you've decided, you've stated that you've agreed to be responsible for way more than anything that is yours. So on that note, I just want to invite you guys to take a really beautiful deep breath in. And to really feel what it's like to be in your body, to claim your truth, to claim your superpowers, because they live so deep inside of you. Thanks, Danny. It's yours. It's yours. It's not anybody else's, and you don't have to wear the weight of the world. Being courage is not being responsible for everybody else. It's not putting everybody else ahead of you. Being courage is being willing to say no and being willing to say yes to you. I speak from my truth. I speak from my experiences, just like I want you to speak from yours. And so in this program called I Am Courage, it's a 6-week journey. And one of the biggest things that I'm going to be doing in this group is really helping you to get out of your way, to get out of your head, to get out of these systems that we have in place, these set systems that are not serving us any longer, so that you can really start living your best life, so you can start living the life that you want to live, so you can start showing up in relationships both with yourself and with others the way you truly desire to show up. Not for how you did it in the past, for we're no longer living in the past, but we tend to, this is another piece of this I Am Courage piece. We think that oh my gosh, I'm still dealing with this, this is still an issue, this is still a challenge, it's still driving me crazy, so then how can I be courage? How am I courage? How are you not? How are you not courage? You're not the past. You're not the future. You're you right now. You are the you of you. And you have such magnificence, and you serve such a higher purpose for you, number one. And that's why I'm teaching this program. It's not just going to be me teaching the program. I'm going to have one of my most favorite hypnotherapists that's going to be participating. She's going to be leading a hypnotic experience, as well as my spiritual mentor, who's one of a kind. You won't meet anybody like her, okay? She actually, when she was 21 years old, I just have to take a breath as I say these things out loud, right? It sometimes we can still get triggered, which is just part of it, right? When she was 21 years old, she actually died, and she came back to life, and she had such an experience. I mean, it was so deep, and I'll go into it more if you decide to be a part of this. But I've never met somebody that is so tapped in, that's so beyond connected to source like her. So know that this program is way more than what I'm giving. It's a beautiful team effort, and you're going to receive so much one-on-one support. I hope you guys can hear me because I'm outside. And that's just a little bit about this. So I'd love for you to feel free to jump on the phone with me, ask me more questions. This is all about intimacy, into me, I see. So you get to know you, right? And you get to claim it, own it, and do something big with it. I love you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day.